Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle LaBarca from Debbi Minero. All right, it's another wonderful tangle from Deb. I think one of her latest, and we had a great time with its red carpet world premiere event on our Tangle Time session. All right, now this can be done a couple ways. It can be done as kind of just by itself, and I'm gonna show the one square, or it can be a grid because the inspiration was a tile. And do take a look at the for more inspiration link so you can see that, as well as Deb's step out and beautiful samples just to give you some ideas. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna just do one square, and no, I'm not going to go. We're going to go borderless. Well, the border is going to be the tile. Okay, so pick a corner, any corner, and we're going to do a nice C-shaped curve line, like so. And then we're going to do two kind of bigger C-shaped curve lines. I start it from the middle, like so. Let me make sure I'm seeable here. Okay, and these ones can be a little bit longer, like that. And make sure, turn your tile so that way it is comfortable for your hand and your eyeball so you can see it. All that. Okay, next, we're going to come from the center of these. I'll put a little mark from the center-ish of these. And this can be, let's see, let me try to make it somewhat of a C shape. It ends up being kind of like a seed where the bottom is hollowed out under here. Or you can add a little flare at the end, make it kind of into an S shape. We'll see what my pen decides to do, but let's make it so you can see it, yes. And you want to leave a little bit of room because we do have stuff to put up here. So I'm going to see if I can successfully, oh, there we go. See, and I always, for whatever reason, sometimes the pen says, no, let's make it an S shape. And we'll see what the other side, oh, similar, good. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. Because sometimes I'll do a little S shape here, and then you could do just a C shape on the other side. It looks fine either way. Okay, and then in the middle of this, an actual seed shape, which is a curve line going one direction, curve line going the other direction, like so. And then we're going to do, see, I want to call Muka frond, but that's not technically right. And yeah, well, Muka evolved into just stems of Muka, and my brain doesn't want to do, mine wants to say Muka's done this way. This is a piece of Muka, but I'll get my head around it at some point. I haven't left myself much room, but that's okay. Now, let me flip it back to this way. We're going to do these from these two corners and then kind of touch them up here. So let's see how my pen decides it wants to do it. Okay, so like that. Now, if you've not done Muka, the tangle, it's kind of a curved-ish line, and then coming around as if you're going to do a spiral, but stop it. So I'm going to continue to come up until you get to about the width that you want to create the rest of that stem. So I do that, come up, and then I'm going to come up a little bit more. There we go. And then come down and meet there at the end. Mine's a little squashed just because of room. Let's see what the other side holds. Okay. Same idea. There we go. And then back down. And this one, I'm taking it to a point. Yeah. Now, next step is above this, we're going to put an orb. And leaving some room up here. And then on the sides here, too, we do little half orbs. Because if you decide to do it as a grid, then everything is going to kind of line up. All right, then from the top here, from this orb, we're going to do some flux shapes or teardrop shapes. So I'm going to start here. I'm leaving a little space, making an exclamation mark, really. Could just leave it like that. She has 5 up here, and what I decided to do is, so I've done the top one, and then I'm doing the side. So I'm basically doing north, east, and then west. If I can get the paper to cooperate here. Like that. And then I'm squeezing in the other 2. I found that to work best, but however you want to do it, totally fine. This is essentially it, except that you can decorate it and stuff. Now, I like to, and I'm just going to shade this with graphite, and then I will show you what I did. Okay, but, you know, for whatever reason, I feel the need to fill this one in with a little bit of shine there. And just because, okay, I can fit 2 dots in that one. Maybe this one is a 1 dot. That's a 2. This one will be a 1 for sure. Yeah. Okay, and then, oh, since I filled in that orb, I'm going to fill in these ones too. All right. Okay, and then, because I want to, I don't know, lately I've been doing this, and I mean, because it looks neat, I'm just going to thicken the one side. And what's nice about thickening the one side is, if for whatever reason one side is a little, you know, that's the side you can thicken, so you can course correct and stuff like that. All right, and then I know Deb had in hers, she had just, well, let me just do the one line. And okay, I'm going to make it deliberate versus, you know, a flick of the hand that makes it more wispy looking. This has a definite start, definite end. Is deliberate. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. We're going to put a little shine window in here, and I'm going to put it, here is where it's calling me. Well, sure. There we go. And we'll add a little graphite. Where's my other? Here it is. Oh, let's see. Well, number 1. Oh, I feel like making this poofy. my technical term. And I'm just kind of going light with the graphite. And everything is rolling all over the place. Okay. I don't necessarily want that real heavy. I just want, like I said, I want it to look poofy. I got that graphite a little bit away from the edge there. See, that's why you don't, you know, reach it across. You put the tip of the, see, I have to show these things every so often, you know, for myself mostly. Put the tip of the pencil where you want it to be the darkest. I think I have a little, I can't see it. I feel like I need to, you know, do a lot of scribbling with it because it's like I have a nick or something because it wants to, where I think I'm drawing, I think I got 2 lines or something once. I'm like, oh no. Okay, let's see if I can bring this out with a nice gradient, sort of, kind of, without that line. And I can use the end of this. This is a fairly new one. To take out some of that graphite there. Okay. And then let's put some here. I'm just going to use what's left on the Tortillion. I should have done that first because I saw how dark it was. Like that. And let's see, on these, let's just do a little here. Yeah, I've got a lot of graphite on this Tortillion. Sheesh. Okay. And on the Muka, I like to draw this little C shape in there. Just, it adds a little something, but let's also put some graphite in there. And down here a little bit. Oh, that gave it some dimension for sure. Okay, really neat. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? No, you don't know what I'm thinking. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Let's see. Let me look at it again. Okay. I think just in here. Wait, let me think. Process. Let's do it on the outside. Just a little bit of rounding. I was thinking on the inside for some reason. Maybe just there. Okay, maybe down here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there we have it. Now, as I mentioned, we played with this on our Tangle Time session, and I also mentioned that this is one way you could do it. But you could also do this, treat this as a fragment, and do this. Oh, I might need to pull this up a little bit. So I'm intending on leaving those separations so that way things don't necessarily have to line up so well. But actually, as I was doing it, I would line up and then just put a little mark so that way they could at least be kind of close. This one's not so much. But I also know that I can do this. But then I better, let's just get just there. And, oh wait, helps if you get it actually lined up. But yeah, see, we just separate it a little bit. It's all good. Because I have a little frame that has four neat divisions. And, yeah, so you could do this. Now, you don't have to do this on this was 4 separate bijou tiles. You could do it, of course, on a piece of paper and, put it's a grid pattern. So anyway, I wanted to have this kind of fun. I don't think I had a different thing in mind when I started, and then I ended up doing this, and I like it. I like it. It's neat. Really neat. So, like I said, you can have fun with it either way. It's really, really cool. And then we had so many different versions of it as we were playing with it. Really, really, really fun. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, I would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, I mentioned links to the step outs. And below those is my link tree. So if you would like to have this kind of fun, as I just messed it all up, if you'd like to have this kind of fun with us, there are links there to follow me for where I post classes. You can follow my website for my blog. It just has all my social media links and stuff like that. So come follow us. We also have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. And if you click that link, there are 4 questions you have to answer in order to gain entry. And just, it's self-explanatory. But biggest thing, come join us for fun like this. And yeah, like I said, it's a hoot. All right, so with that, thank you so much for watching. And Deb, thank you for creating another fun tangle for us to enjoy. And I think that's it. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.